The roar of a packed stadium, the green jersey shining under bright lights, and a calm batsman standing confidently at the crease. For millions of cricket fans around the world, that image represents one man, Mohammad Hafeez. Known as the Professor, Hafeez became one of Pakistan's most intelligent and dependable cricketers. His career lasted nearly 2 decades, filled with unforgettable victories, painful setbacks, remarkable comebacks, and an unwavering love for the game. But Hafeez's journey was never easy. Behind the success was a young boy from a modest family who dreamed of wearing the Pakistan jersey. His story is not just about cricket. It is a story of determination, discipline, faith, and resilience. Mohammad Hafeez was born on October.
As a child, Hafeez was fascinated by the game. Like many Pakistani youngsters, he spent countless hours playing cricket in narrow streets, empty grounds, and school playgrounds. Every broken window and every homemade boundary reminded him of one dream: to represent Pakistan on the international stage. Unlike many naturally gifted players, Hafeez built his game through patience and dedication. He was never considered the strongest or the most aggressive batsman, but he possessed something equally valuable: a sharp cricketing mind. Even at a young age, he studied bowlers carefully, understood field placements, and planned every shot with precision. Friends and coaches often noticed that he approached cricket like a student solving a difficult problem. This habit of analyzing every situation later earned him the nickname.
As he grew older, Hafeez started participating in local tournaments across Punjab. His performances quickly caught the attention of coaches. He was not only a technically sound batsman, but also a useful off-spin bowler. This rare combination made him an exciting all-round prospect. Soon, Hafeez entered Pakistan's domestic cricket system, one of the toughest pathways in world cricket. Thousands of talented players competed every season for only a handful of opportunities. Every match was like an audition for national selection. Representing different domestic teams, Hafeez worked tirelessly to improve every aspect of his game. He spent hours practicing batting against fast bowlers, refining his off-spin bowling, and becoming a dependable fielder. Coaches admired his professionalism because he was always among the first players to arrive at training and one of the last to leave. Domestic cricket tested his patience. There were good seasons and difficult ones. Sometimes he scored heavily, while at other times he struggled. But instead of losing confidence, Hafeez viewed every failure as a lesson. He believed that improvement came from accepting mistakes rather than making excuses.
His consistent performances eventually attracted the attention of Pakistan selectors. After years of hard work, the biggest moment of his life finally arrived. In 2003, Mohammad Hafeez made his one-day international debut for Pakistan against Zimbabwe. Wearing the green jersey for the first time was an emotional moment. It was the realization of a dream that had started on the dusty streets of Sargodha years earlier. Every cricketer dreams of representing their country, but only a few truly understand the responsibility that comes with it. Hafeez knew that millions of fans expected excellence every time he stepped onto the field. However, international cricket proved far more challenging than domestic cricket. Facing world-class bowlers required exceptional skill and mental strength. In his early matches, Hafeez struggled to establish himself in the team. His performances were inconsistent, and critics questioned whether he belonged at the highest level. For many players, such criticism becomes overwhelming. Some lose confidence, while others disappear from international cricket forever. Hafeez faced exactly that situation. He was dropped from the national team several times and had to return to domestic cricket to prove himself again.
Instead of giving up, he worked even harder. He improved his batting technique against fast bowling, developed new scoring options, and strengthened his off-spin bowling. Every comeback made him mentally stronger than before. One of Hafeez's greatest qualities was adaptability. He could open the batting, play in the middle order, bowl economical off-spin overs, and contribute brilliantly in the field.
This versatility gradually made him one of Pakistan's most valuable players. Selectors began to recognize that Hafeez offered balance to the team. He could perform multiple roles, giving captains greater flexibility during matches. As years passed, Hafeez became known for his calm temperament. While other players often displayed aggression, he remained composed under pressure. Whether Pakistan needed quick runs or a steady partnership, Hafeez focused on the team's needs rather than personal milestones. Off the field, he maintained a simple lifestyle, rooted in discipline and family values. Unlike many modern sports stars, Hafeez preferred spending quality time with his family.
Fitness also became one of his defining strengths. Even as younger players entered the national team, Hafeez maintained exceptional physical standards. His commitment to training, diet, and recovery allowed him to compete at the highest level well into his late 30s and early 40s, an impressive achievement in international cricket. His professionalism inspired an entire generation of Pakistani cricketers. Young players admired not only his performances, but also his work ethic, punctuality, and dedication. Despite repeated setbacks, Hafeez never stopped believing in himself. Every time critics predicted the end of his career, he found a way to return stronger. This ability to bounce back became one of the defining themes of his journey. Little did anyone know that the quiet boy from Sargodha would soon become one of Pakistan's greatest all-rounders, score thousands of international runs, lead the national team as captain, dominate T20 cricket around the world, and earn the nickname that fans still remember with pride, the Professor.
But his greatest achievements, biggest challenges, unforgettable victories, World Cup moments, controversies, and legendary comeback were still waiting ahead. As Mohammad Hafeez continued his journey in international cricket, he slowly transformed from a struggling youngster into one of Pakistan's most dependable players. The road was still filled with challenges, but his determination never faded. By the late 2000s, Hafeez had begun establishing himself as a reliable all-rounder. He was no longer just a player fighting for a place in the squad. He was becoming an important member of Pakistan's batting lineup and a valuable bowling option. What made Hafeez special was his versatility. He could open the innings, stabilize the middle order, bowl economical off-spin, and provide leadership on the field. Captains loved having players like him because he offered balance to the team. One of the turning points of Hafeez's career came when he started opening the batting more regularly. Facing the new ball against some of the world's fastest bowlers was never easy, but Hafeez embraced the challenge. His solid technique and calm mindset helped him build important partnerships for Pakistan.
As his confidence grew, so did his performances. He began scoring runs consistently against top international teams. Fans started seeing a different Hafeez, a batsman who could not only survive pressure, but dominate it. Soon, he became one of Pakistan's most trusted players in limited overs cricket. Around this period, Pakistan cricket was going through significant changes. Senior players were retiring, new talents were emerging, and the team was searching for stability. Hafeez stepped up as a senior figure who could guide younger teammates. His experience and cricketing intelligence earned him immense respect within the dressing room. Many younger players often sought his advice regarding batting, bowling, and handling pressure situations. The nickname The Professor became increasingly popular because of the way he approached the game. Hafeez wasn't just playing cricket, he was constantly analyzing it. He studied opposition strategies, observed weaknesses, and adapted his game accordingly.
In 2011, Hafeez enjoyed one of the best phases of his career. He delivered consistent performances with both bat and ball, becoming one of Pakistan's most valuable all-rounders. The same year, he played in the ICC Cricket World Cup 2011, one of the biggest tournaments in world cricket. Representing Pakistan in a World Cup is a dream for every cricketer. The pressure is enormous because millions of fans expect success. Hafeez understood the responsibility and contributed significantly throughout the tournament.
Pakistan reached the semifinals and produced several memorable performances. Although the team fell short of winning the trophy, Hafeez's contributions further strengthened his reputation as a dependable player. Following the World Cup, Hafeez entered perhaps the most successful period of his career. He scored runs across different formats and delivered crucial performances against strong opponents. His ability to contribute with both bat and ball made him indispensable. One of his most memorable achievements came in Test cricket.
For years, critics questioned whether Hafeez could succeed consistently in the longest format of the game. He answered those doubts with remarkable performances against some of the world's best bowling attacks. His centuries against top international teams demonstrated his growth as a batsman. No longer was he merely surviving at the crease, he was controlling matches. Hafeez's off-spin bowling also became a powerful weapon for Pakistan. While he wasn't known for dramatic turn or mystery deliveries, his accuracy and intelligence troubled many batsmen. He often broke important partnerships and provided crucial breakthroughs when the team needed them most. As his influence grew, Hafeez was entrusted with greater leadership responsibilities. In 2012, he was appointed captain of Pakistan's T20 international team. Leading Pakistan is one of the toughest jobs in cricket. The expectations are enormous, the scrutiny is constant, and every decision is analyzed by fans and media. Hafeez approached captaincy with the same professionalism that defined his playing career. He focused on team unity, discipline, and strategic planning.
But his greatest achievements, biggest challenges, unforgettable victories, World Cup moments, controversies, and legendary comeback were still waiting ahead. As Mohammad Hafeez continued his journey in international cricket, he slowly transformed from a struggling youngster into one of Pakistan's most dependable players. The road was still filled with challenges, but his determination never faded. By the late 2000s, Hafeez had begun establishing himself as a reliable all-rounder. He was no longer just a player fighting for a place in the squad. He was becoming an important member of Pakistan's batting lineup and a valuable bowling option. What made Hafeez special was his versatility. He could open the innings, stabilize the middle order, bowl economical off-spin, and provide leadership on the field. Captains loved having players like him because he offered balance to the team. One of the turning points of Hafeez's career came when he started opening the batting more regularly. Facing the new ball against some of the world's fastest bowlers was never easy, but Hafeez embraced the challenge. His solid technique and calm mindset helped him build important partnerships for Pakistan.